Okay. Hey everyone, how you doing? Okay. Hello everyone. I wanted to start today a bit earlier. Starting streams a lot late. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know, much earlier than usual. Hey Isaiah, Demigod, Spreezo, Cayman. Hey everyone, what's up guys? Hey, what's up? Yup, Vanny. I want to replay Red Dead Redemption 2 before GTA 6 comes out, and so I probably would do some lore videos around that time. How you guys doing? It's Professional here. Well, hello, ATA. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Kaiten. Battlefield 1 is a great game. It is. What do I like in general? GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2? I mean, it's hard to decide, really. They're both unique in different ways, I would say. Thank you for streaming. No problem, Mamba. Can you do a video on doing all the waves of the new Star Survival in GTA Online? If I have some time this weekend, I could. I'm gonna be traveling this weekend, but how many survivals are there of it? Oh, hey, Cube. How you doing, man? Should we worry about that new draft in December? No, I wouldn't worry about it, because it's not necessarily a new draft. What they're doing is they're just making they're automatically registering everyone for selective service online. So, it's always been a system. It's a selective service has always existed, but in the past you had to do it on your own, but now the government is just going to register you online, so I wouldn't really panic over it. I'm going to Istanbul for 2 weeks, starting tomorrow. Oh, Turkey. Have fun on your trip, Random Fist. Wait, I don't have you added Grove Street for Life? Can you tell me 5 facts about the Cold War? We are talking about that in class. 5 facts about the Cold War? Well, Cold War started really in 1946. It lasted until 1991 technically, but some people say the Cold War ended in like 1989. But because in 1989 that's when the Warsaw Pact started collapsing. So like, but 91 is when the Soviet Union collapsed. Bro, because my boss is going on vacation next week, I don't have to work on my birthday. Oh, that's good. Happy early birthday also, Yagu or Cayman. Happy birthday, dude. There's only one survival? Then I could probably do a video of it on the weekend, if there's only one, yeah. I will also have the first part of 50 Cent Blood in the Sand for you guys tomorrow. What is my favorite game I played on the channel? Saints Row 2. It's... Okay, well, I'm sorry then, Grove Street. I promise I will add you today after the stream. Hold on, let me Let me also just screenshot your name. Wait. Hang on, Ascari. I think I did try to add you, actually. I think I did. But when I searched up your name, nothing came up. Yeah, I think I did try to add you, Ascari. I remember, you are asking me for it. And when I tried to add you, nothing came up when I searched in your name. Hang on. Let me try searching it again. You said your name is Ascari Prime? Okay, now it came up. Okay, I messaged you, so I'll have your message right there. So, like, I just have to remove one person from my friends list because my friends list is full. But I'll add you later tonight. Okay, dude? I just gotta see who I'm gonna. But I have your message at the top there, so I'll do it a little bit later. Hey, on your San Andreas stream, let's talk about cash registers sitting in supermarket grocery stores. What, Caton? What's my thoughts on the Call of Duty movie that was announced? The Call of Duty movie. You know what I will tell you? If they do a Call of Duty movie, you know what game should be covered in a movie? You know which one? The original Modern Warfare game, Call of Duty 4. That one should be a movie. That one. But that would be a very high budget movie to make, something like that, like a giant war movie like that. But Call of Duty 4, I think, would be the perfect one for a movie, like the Civil War in Russia, and then the Middle Eastern campaign as well. I think that would probably be the best one to do. Thank you, Jake Hunter. Pojechałem do Krakowa w Polsce. Było bardzo fajnie. I understand what you said there, ATA. You said that you went to Krakow in Poland, and it was really cool. Do you have an arch enemy in a way, or vice versa? What, you mean like a YouTuber I don't get along with? No, not really. This Modern Warfare might be the final Modern Warfare. We'll see. But I will tell you, I am actually kind of excited for Modern Warfare 4 coming out this year. I am actually kind of looking forward to it. I know the Modern Warfare 3, the story was terrible, but they've had a few years to work on this, and so hopefully this game is a much better improvement. I also really like DMZ in Modern Warfare 2. I really like DMZ, and so DMZ 2 is coming in Modern Warfare 4, so I'm really excited for that and seeing what they're going to do with Warzone, so I am kind of looking forward to Modern Warfare 4 coming out this year. I just hope the story isn't crap. So the government can't automatically register us to vote, but they'll automatically register us to the selective service. Yeah, basically. And the government won't do your taxes for you either. That's the thing. You know there are so many countries out there in the world where the government will actually do your taxes for you. They will actually tell you exactly how much you owe. But in America, it doesn't work like that. The government doesn't tell you how much you owe. And that's what's so scary about doing taxes in America. Is you do taxes, the government doesn't tell you exactly how much you owe. It's your responsibility. But if you make a mistake, they'll know. So it's like they know how much money you make, but yet they're expecting you to tell them how much. It's a stupid system. It really is. If Battlefield had a movie, what game would I pick? Oh, that's easy. Bad Company 1. The story in Bad Company 1. I meant in GTA, because in your GTA PvP, there's the guy who you seem to have a long-standing problem with. Yeah, that griefer has killed me, like, years ago, but I haven't encountered him in some time, and it's not like a nemesis or something like that. It's more like a nuisance. It's just like a, the guy's just a loser. That's what I'll say about it. Government, give me $1,000 with, like, Furio, yeah. Can you make more videos about things that happen in your life? Like the retail video and the group project video. Well, I will tell you guys something. I actually, there was one retail story that I recalled, because when I was doing my exclusive stream the other day, I actually told to my channel members this one retail story, and I don't think I've ever told this story before. It was one that I remember, and I know people really love the retail stories. This story is kind of messed up, but it's also kind of funny at the same time, too. I do think it's kind of funny. So basically, anybody that works in retail, you know what a last-minute shopper is. You know, the people that come in like 5 minutes before the store closes, and then they take their time, and they basically just hold everyone up, and then people have to wait, you know, to go home. You know those people? They come in right before the store closes, and they take their time. There was this one supervisor that I worked with, and she was like, she would rush people constantly. She was pretty strict. She wasn't necessarily a bad supervisor. She was actually a pretty efficient supervisor. She worked hard, but she was pretty strict. And she would rush people really quickly. So like when it was getting close to 10, she would rush you to, you know, get all your work done and get out of the store. And what happened is there was a last-minute shopper that came into the store. I wasn't working during this shift, so I only found out what happened afterwards. So a last-minute shopper came in like 5 minutes before the store closes, and what happened was she didn't see him come into the store, and so she was rushing everybody to get out of the store. And what she did was she had everybody punch out at 10 o'clock. She activated the alarm system, and they left. And what happened was she locked the door, and she left the last-minute shopper in the store, and the lights turned off, and the shopper was stuck in the store with the lights turned off, and the store was locked, and the shopper like freaked out. They went to the counter. It was all dark. There was like nobody there, and they didn't know what to do. And what they did was they tried to open up the door, and when they tried to unlock the door, guess what? The alarm tripped. The alarm tripped, and the police came to the scene, and then the shopper at the same time was calling the police, and the police showed up. And if you're wondering what happened, the supervisor, she didn't get fired for that, but she did get written up. But I thought that story was funny, and the reason I think it's funny is because I cannot stand these last-minute shoppers, these people that just come in like 5 minutes before the store closes, and it was ultimately that guy's fault. You know, you come into a store 5 minutes before it closes, and then you're surprised that everybody left right when the store closes and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of funny that the shopper got like trapped in the store afterwards when that. The shopper didn't get arrested, by the way, because there really wasn't any intent to you know, cause any crimes or anything like that. So. I made a bet for 7 players in various NBA games, and I put $5 on a flex parlay. Can still win even if I miss, and I can win up to 17.5 thousand. No lie. What? What? $17,000? Really? Well, hope you win that. Did I hear about the fire arson at the warehouse in California? Yeah, I did hear about it. It's really sad. It's good that nobody got hurt in that. The guy's an idiot. Like the guy felt that he wasn't getting paid enough, and so he decided to burn the warehouse down. Now nobody has a job. And wait until the guy goes to prison and he works in prison, and he'll see how little he makes in prison. That's like one of the stupidest things I heard about is that crap. I'm glad Rockstar backfired the hackers by making their stock go up. Humiliating for the hackers. They deserved it. They're so stupid. Thank you, Pizza Boy Anthony, for the super chat. But Rockstar didn't really make the stock go up. Stocks go up regardless. Stocks go up and down on their own. It's really about what investors think and what the market does. And the investors, when they saw the amount of money that GTA Online was bringing in, they when the investors saw the amount of money that GTA Online was bringing in, they got really excited, and they had a lot of confidence in Take-Two, and they bought more shares, and that's why the stock went up so much. You should use dynamite arrows for self-defense. Maybe. I don't really run a Deadeye card, man. Where is this guy? I've been riding around trying to figure out where this guy is. Oh, I think I found him just now. There we go. Go.
Who is that? You'll be sorry about. We need him.
I know why the American government don't do your taxes for their citizens, for profit middlemen, and they have power lobbies for profit, health insurance companies, tax middlemen. Well, it's also because tax services have been lobbying the government for a long time not to do that. We don't care, get on GTA. Well, dude, I do Red Dead on Fridays, and then Sundays I do GTA. That's how I've always done things, dude. But, Soviet man, how do I start the new survivals on GTA? You said it's between, like, 16:20? Or something that's, like, the hour I have to start it at? No, I have played Mega Man Battle Network, Sasuke. That one I've played, but and then I played one on the PS2. There was one I played on the PS2. I beat it when I was a kid. I don't remember which one that was. I know there's a few different characters that you play as in the game, like Mega Man. You play as Zero, and then you play as a third guy. But I forget what game that was. What's your PSN, Trippy? Where do I go to start it, Minion Dave? You ever played Chivalry? Yes, the sword combat game. Yes, I played it. It might have been Sasuke. But Mega Man Legends has always been my favorite Mega Man game. I think it's the best one in the series, and it's really sad that the third game just got canceled. It really is. It really is. That game had so much potential. The thing is, the Mega Man Legends series, it had so much potential. It literally could have been the Mega Man of Zelda. That's literally what it could have been. If they had not abandoned it, they could have turned it into a series like Zelda. I think they really could have. But it's really a shame that they abandoned that series. Hey, I saw your recent comment about Mr. Beat. What was it about him that makes him arrogant? It's the... I don't know how to explain it. I've watched some of, like, Mr. Beat's, like, history videos, and, like, the way that he explains it, like, it's just... I don't know. It's like he has this very arrogant tone to him. Like, whenever he explains stuff, it's like, oh, I can never be wrong. This is how it is. It's just that, like, always this arrogant view to it. So that's basically it. It's more of like his tone, how he just basically talks in videos. I've been bedridden and sick for over a week. I just rewatched your whole GTA 4 series. Thank you for your videos, bro. No problem, somebody 32. And also, near the end of this month, maybe in like a week or two, somebody 32, I'm gonna have a really good lore video on Zero in GTA San Andreas, and I think you'll really like it because I'm gonna show some hidden things that I don't think a lot of people noticed about Zero. But I think you'll really enjoy that video when I put it out.
You don't know what you're doing. Me lleva. Get these damn ropes off me.
Do you think the Black Ops series should do a reboot like Modern Warfare 2019, starting in the Korean War instead of World War II after having 8 Black Ops games? I don't know. I will say though that the Black Ops series and the new Modern Warfare series actually take place in the same universe. So a lot of people don't know that. So like Black Ops 1, for example, takes place in the exact same universe as Modern Warfare 2019. A lot of people don't know that. It is the same universe. It is confirmed. So it is the exact same universe between the two of them. And how you know that it's the same universe is in Black Ops Cold War, you see Imran Zakhaev in Black Ops Cold War. And the Imran Zakhaev that you see in that game, it is not the Imran Zakhaev from Call of Duty 4. It is the Imran Zakhaev from Modern Warfare 2019. That is him. Now, even though Zakhaev doesn't make an appearance in Modern Warfare 2019, he's mentioned several times. He's the leader of the Ultranationalists. He did die earlier he died off screen, but that is basically who that is. So a lot of people don't know that it is the same universe as the new Black Ops games. But also, that's the thing is, that means that World at War, Call of Duty World at War, and Modern Warfare 2019 technically are the same universe as well. Because World at War is the same universe as Black Ops 2. So that's it. The third guy you mentioned, his name is Axel, and he's in the 3X games, that being X7 Command Mission and X8. Yeah. So you've played also Mega Man Legends then, Sasuke? Let me see. Well, hopefully you win, Blinded Eagle. Is it too late to start Red Dead Online? No. No, it's not. Here's the thing is, GTA Online, or GTA 6 comes out in 7 months. In those 7 months, you can kind of entertain yourself with Red Dead Online. Because Red Dead Online has a bit of missions and businesses to do. It does have businesses. You know, you have the trader business, you have the moonshiner business. You can, there are things that you can do if you're new to the game and set those things up and level up and unlock things. But once you do all that, it might get a bit boring. Oh, I'm gonna get the new Metro game, yeah. Black Ops 7 is a terrible game, yeah. I did see the new Metro 2939 revealed. Hey, Craig from Craigslist. I did see it. I gotta play Metro Redux. I have to play that one. Because I played Metro 2033 and I beat it. I played Metro Last Light and I beat it. I never played Metro Exodus. I have to play that one and beat that one. And then so I could get ready for Metro 2039. Oh, hey Spreezo, I'm sorry I didn't see your milestone chat earlier. I have a question. Do you think Yasser Arafat is a scumbag? I'd like to hear your opinion on this. I won't be offended either way. You're talking about the leader of Palestine. That was what? He was in the 90s to the early 2000s, I think. I think that's what you're talking about. I actually do not know that much about him. That I don't know. I just know he was the leader of Palestine at that time. So I don't know that much about him. But I will just say, commenting on that situation, though, I can answer one other point, is I don't support either Israel or Palestine. So I don't support either side in that, and I don't support sending money to Israel or Palestine. So I wish we would honestly just stay out of that situation. Hey, Professional, what do you think would be a good idea for the next Star Wars trilogy? May the Force be with you. Thank you, Blondest Bombshell. Well, here's the thing is I hate the new Star Wars movies so much. I really don't like them. The new trilogy, I despise them so much. I hate them so much. So much. I do. They make no sense. They're ridiculous. The story is stupid. The characters are stupid. It is just such a bad written storyline. It is so bad. But here's the thing is, they should have the way I personally see it, my personal opinion, because I used to be a really big Star Wars fan back in the day. Today, I still consider myself a Star Wars fan, but not as much. But when I was a kid, I was so into that. I watched all the movies, I played all the games and stuff. And what I will say about that is that, for me, Episode 6 had the perfect best ending. Out of all of the Star Wars movies, Episode 6 was my favorite ending in the entire series. Like, it was just, I thought Episode 6 had, like, the most perfect, best ending ever. The Emperor died, Anakin redeemed himself, the Death Star got blown up, you had the Battle of Endor at the same time, too. It was such a good movie. And then at the end, when you see Anakin's, Force Ghost, and then Luke is there, and everyone's celebrating near the fire, I thought that was, like, the perfect ending. And then when they also added the Blu-ray cut, and they showed, like, Naboo celebrating, and they showed, like, Coruscant celebrating, I thought that was, like, the perfect, like, perfect ending, and it should have just ended there. It should have just ended there. It should have been it. That's where it should have been ended. The only movies that I would have supported them doing afterward is if they did, like, the Yuzan Vong storyline. If they did that afterwards, like after Episode 6, and they made that into, like, movies, then I would have supported that. I would have been fine with that. But other than that, I hate this new thing, like the First Order and all this. It's stupid. It is. It's just dumb. Supreme Leader Snoke, Supreme Leader Idiot. That's more what it should be. It was Snoke was such a joke. It was such a stupid character. I hated those movies so much. Working retail makes you lose faith in humanity. Yeah, and I will say about that, Miku, is working in retail did change my perspective on life a bit. Because before I started working in retail, I never in my life imagined that somebody could get so angry over, like, a $1 coupon. I never imagined that somebody could rage, somebody could freak out over something like that somebody could cause, like, a huge scene over that. I could never imagine that. But it happened. And I started seeing how demanding people were, and I'm like, wow, is this how some people really act? Like, are people this stupid? But that just changed my view on it, is that I really started disliking interacting with people. I really didn't like interacting with people after that. So it did damage my view of society a lot, but that was it. So I yeah, I will agree with you that, you know, working in retail does change your view of people a lot. Okay, hang on, I gotta put this on, Pro, I'm scared. My brother got expelled from almost every school around him, and for doing drugs, and my dad might be going to just because of it. Wait, what? What? Your dad what? But, I hope everything is okay, Shiny Knight. This is not good right now here. Okay, I need to... Which Hitman films do you like and dislike? I actually liked the 2007 movie. So the 2007 Hitman movie, I actually did like it. I didn't really have that much of a problem with the 2007 Hitman movie. The only thing I didn't like about the 2007 Hitman movie is that in the 2007 Hitman movie, they did it that Agent 47 was like a war orphan or something like that. That's what they did the story. That was really my only complaint about the thing. He should have just been a clone, but it was still a good movie. That's what I did like that one. And the thing is some people were complaining about the action. They were saying that, oh, Agent 47 isn't silent and stuff like that. But the thing about the Hitman 2007 movie, there was plenty of scenes where he was very silent. In the movie, the scenes that actually were loud in the Hitman 2007 movie, like the shooting scenes, the action scenes, like for example the hotel scene where like the Spetsnaz go after him. The reason that turned into a giant shootout and stuff like that is because he got ambushed. It wasn't he was going on a mission. It was that, you know, somebody betrayed him to the Russian government, and that or it was the president's double who backstabbed him, who was the guy who had the contract Belikov, and then the Spetsnaz came to his hotel room and tried to kill him, and so he had to kill all of them. So it wasn't that he was going around just shooting it was that he literally got ambushed. So I did like that movie, but the 2015 movie was garbage. The 2015 one was terrible. It was just stupid. It was bad. It was just nonstop action. There was nothing silent about it. Like the only scene that I'll say was actually kind of cool in the movie was probably the sniper rifle scene in Hitman 2015, where he just goes into the embassy, he gets arrested, and then that stupid idiot brings the sniper rifle into the interrogation room, and then he uses that to basically get free. He disguises himself as a Marine. He goes up on the roof and he takes that sniper shot. That scene I did like. That was something like you'd see in a Hitman, game. But everything else, all the other shootouts and everything like that, that was just stupid. It was dumb. It was just too much. It was a stupid. Thank you, Isaiah. Yeah, Lance Vance lore video I will still do before GTA 6 comes out. Patrick, I'm sorry if the DR video piss you off. It's fine. Vertigo. Thank you for the super chat. People not using their brains and reading. Yeah. Did I like Rogue One? Yeah, I was fine with that one. I don't really have a problem with the series and stuff like that. My issue was mostly like with the new movies. That was what I didn't like. And also the thing about reading, I will tell you this. There was, at the retail store that I worked at, right? The pharmacy department would always close at 6 p.m. on Saturdays. And despite the pharmacy closing at 6 p.m. on Saturdays, there were so many stupid customers that would come in to try to go to the pharmacy after 6 p.m. Even though there was like a really big sign on the front door and a really big sign in the window that said the pharmacy hours, people would not read it, and they would come in and they would complain. They would literally just complain, and I don't know what they expected us to do. They would just complain, and they literally wanted to talk to the manager and stuff. It's like, what is the manager going to do? Is the manager literally going to get the pharmacist to come over here, open up the store for you, just to serve you and get your medication? Like, I don't understand what they were hoping to accomplish. But one time, I was in one of the things that really pissed me off what customers did, what really annoyed me, what I hated that when customers would do this, is when I'm in the middle of helping a customer, I'm in the middle of helping somebody, and then somebody interrupts me. I hate that. Like, I'm literally in the middle of helping a customer, and then somebody comes over, taps me on the shoulder, and they literally want help when I'm in the middle of helping somebody. That's so disrespectful. I cannot stand that. It's like, literally, wait until I'm finished helping one person before you ask me for help. But I could not stand that behavior. But one time I was on the cash register, and this was probably like 8 or 9 years ago, and I was helping a customer, and another customer comes in, and while I'm ringing up this customer, there's a customer, he like leans in between, like right in between me and the customer. It was kind of like awkward, and he starts saying that he's like, pharmacy is closed? Why is pharmacy closed? Like this, and I'm trying to ring up the customer's order. There's like a customer's like a bunch of stuff, and he's just constantly talking to me about pharmacy, just interrupting, complaining about it, saying, why is pharmacy closed? It was closed. I didn't know it was closed, and I was telling him, sure, it closes at 6 p.m. And he's like, I didn't know about that. You guys should have a sign. He just starts telling me that, and I'm like, sir, there is a sign. He's like, where's a sign? There is no sign, and just starts, making an attitude about it. I don't know what he was hoping to accomplish, but the really funny thing is that customer that I was helping, she got really mad, and she turns around and she says to the guy, she's like, why don't you go outside and read the goddamn sign? She literally said that to the guy, and the guy's face turned red and he left, and I love that. I love that so much, because I can't say stuff like that, but nothing's stopping a customer from saying it, and that customer basically said exactly what I wanted to say, so that was it. So that was one of the most satisfying things ever. Like, when I saw that customer say that to that customer, it was literally, that's exactly what I wanted to say, but I couldn't say it. So that was very, very satisfying. I really loved that line. Am I hyped for any movies coming out this year? No. There is one movie that I'm really excited for coming out, but it's not going to come out until next year. But the movie that I'm looking forward to is I'm looking forward to Lord of War 2, or Lords of War. So Lord of War was a movie, if anybody remembers, it's that movie where Nicolas Cage plays as that Ukrainian arms dealer. It was a 2005 movie, it's like an over 20-year-old movie. And that movie is getting a sequel. The second part is coming out next year, and I'm really looking forward to it. And yes, for people wondering, yes, Nicolas Cage is coming back as Yuri Orlov. So that is that's movie I'm really looking forward to. Like, when that movie comes out, I'm gonna see it. Oh, and the other movie that I was looking forward to, there is one movie I'm looking forward to this year. It's probably gonna be the first time that I'm gonna go see a movie in like 3 years. The last time I saw a movie was it was a Korean War movie, Devotion. Devotion was the last time and I liked that movie. So there really aren't that many movies I like to go watch, but usually when I go watch something, it's historical. But I'm looking forward to seeing Young Washington. So when the George Washington movie comes out, that's coming out on the 4th of July, I'm looking forward to seeing that movie. I'm definitely going to go watch that movie when that comes out. That I'll definitely watch. Thank you, Jake Hunter, for the super chat. Do I consider Dutch and Billy Williamson pure evil psychopaths like Micah? No. Bad, but not completely like Micah. Where at least Dutch had some ideals, Micah didn't have any ideals. It was all just about himself. How will I change, YULQC and Call of Duty 2028 film? Well, the Call of Duty 2028 film, I think, should be Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 storyline should be the movie. And you're saying YULQC? Are you talking about that Quebec law that you keep talking about, the French law? Look, it's this law that's in Quebec, in Canada, and basically the law says that private businesses, have to have French speakers, and they have to conduct business in French, which is, like, ridiculous. That's stupid. That's dumb. Because, like, the international business language is English, and there's nothing wrong with, like, a business doing, business in French. Nothing wrong with that, but they shouldn't be forced to speak French. That's stupid. You can't tell a private business what language they should be using. So I don't like the idea of that. What I will say is that if they want to make the official, like, language in Quebec French, where, like, the government, so, like, the government, for example, politicians, the official language of the government is French, I don't really have a problem with that, because French historically has been the majority language in Quebec. So if the government just wants to speak French and the government wants to make the official language, French, that's fine. But to require private businesses to know French and have like a French speaker and conduct business in French is just stupid. What's gonna happen if they conduct business with like an American business and they're gonna speak French to them and the American business isn't gonna understand French? It's dumb.
You did real good with that last business, eh? No stopping you, is there?
Oh, can we see here?
Let's do it. Take your time there.
What am I gonna do here? Paid killing.
Well, that's good. Because
You
there's
play
a
on
gang
PC?
that
Not
want to
really
tell
many
you
games.
all about it. Right nasty bastards they is. Awful. Done all manner of almost unspeakable things. Stolen kiddie milk. Annoyed old
When I worked in
ladies,
retail, a major
worn
hurricane
hats
hit and state of emergency was
even
declared.
danced with
We couldn't
lads
sell
who
alcohol
wasn't
by law that
engaged.
day. I caught so many complaints. You guys need to change your policy. Yep.
Far too much
People are
goddamn
stupid. They
killing
don't
for
understand what the law is.
You're going to kill them for me, and we both make a packet. We will. So good luck. Bastards are hiding out in Stillwater Creek and Manteca Falls, southwest of Thieves Landing. Assume they're heavily armed and pretty nasty. Pretty nasty indeed. Okay?
I will play the Sniper Elite Resistance maps sometime in May. I'll do them. I gotta do the DLC storyline. Are the DLC missions good in Sniper Elite Resistance? Are they good? I didn't play them. Like, I know there's 3 new story missions that take place after the main story. Are they good? Mouse PI for Hire. People have recommended that game to me. I pointed at the cop standing at the front of the store. Go tell him that. Oh. How long have I played Reddit Online for? Since 2018. Since the game first launched, I played it. Oh, okay, Fernando Juarez. Did you like my analysis on the Battle of the Bulge? Lost XP? Wait, what, Fennel? What, you mean like the chat thing? Black Ops 7, Vanny. No, I didn't know that, Blind Eagle. Well, I didn't know that history, Spreezo. I just knew that he, I just knew he was the leader of Palestine. Hey, Golden Stripes, thank you for sponsoring my channel. Thanks, dude. I could do the Mass Effect games one day. I've never played Mass Effect, so it would be an interesting series to do because it'd be my first time playing it. You know, well, you know what? I'll tell you something about the Call of Duty, the Call of Duty community. The Call of Duty community can sometimes be very toxic, and like there is never like there's very rarely like a Call of Duty game where the Call of Duty community is united. So like whenever a new Call of Duty game comes out, there's people that like it, there's people that hate it, or the majority of people hate it. It's either, you know, one of those 3. So either, you know, people it's either people are divided on the game, like they usually are, or they really all hate it. So it's either that, but it's never like a point where everybody just likes the game. That usually never happens because it's so divided. And Sasuke, are you still here? Oh, I forgot to reply to the Mega Man Legends comment, but... Whoa. Okay, well, that was... I will tell you this, though, guys. One time when I was playing... Remember when Call of Duty Cold War came out? And there were so many people that were saying, oh, Cold War is the worst Call of Duty game. Like, I remember that. People were saying, oh, Cold War sucks. This game sucks. It's the worst Call of Duty. People constantly kept saying that. And I didn't think Cold War was that bad of a game. I don't know why people kept saying Cold War was the worst Call of Duty. I thought Vanguard was a way worse game than Cold War. So I don't know why some people were so upset about Cold War. But about Cold War... there was this one guy I was playing with in a multiplayer lobby, and he was like saying, "Oh, this game sucks. It's the worst Call of Duty game." And I said, and I got pissed because I was tired of the complaining, and I said, "Of course you went and bought it." And the guy got all offended to me, and he started talking crap to me. He's like, "All my friends play this game and stuff like this, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Well, so what if all your friends play? It doesn't mean you have to play it. If you don't like the game, don't play the game. It's as simple as that." But people will definitely complain about every single thing in the game. Cold War is nowhere near the worst Call of Duty game. It's like a classic, and 50 Cent Blood in the Sand was still a, 50 Cent Blood in the Sand was still a fun game. It's ridiculous that they do charge $60 for some of the old Call of Duty games. Yeah, I will agree with you. That is really stupid. Do you have your 50 Cent cosplay ready? Yes, I do. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment, your super chat, Jake. Hey, Pro, I remember a few years ago, some guy in front of me was trying to sell an Xbox One. It was getting mad because he was only getting $52, and he thought he was getting a full refund. Well, you know, this is the problem that people make, is, here's the thing is, if you want to make the most amount of money selling something, like, if you're planning on selling something, right? And you want to make the most amount of money, and this could be really anything, you know, jewelry, clothes, you know, Xbox, whatever. If you're trying to make the most amount of money for your item, the best way to do that is to sell it directly to a buyer. That's it. Do not sell it to a third party that's going to resell it, because if you bring it to a pawn shop or you bring it to a game store, they're going to have to sell that for a profit. And so a lot of times they'll give you very little compared to what they're actually going to sell the item for. So if you want to make the most amount of money on an item, you have to sell it directly to the person who's planning on buying it. So you would sell it, you know, directly to a person trying to buy an Xbox. So if you have an Xbox, sell it to somebody who wants an Xbox. Stuff like that. That's what people do, is they always go to pawn shops when instead you could just sell the item yourself. And it's not that hard to sell the item yourself. You don't need to be a store. You could just, you know, go on Facebook Marketplace. Go on Facebook Marketplace and just list the item. You could also list it on Craigslist, but Craigslist is a little more risky. There's a lot of scammers on Craigslist, but Facebook Marketplace is safer than that. But you just list it on Facebook Marketplace and people will message you. Is there, like, a story to them, Miss Dixon? Is there, like, any cutscenes? What about European Assault? Hang on. You took back your message, Shiny Knight? What did you say? I didn't know that, Spreezo. So some of my two out of the 4 of my Medal of Honor videos got demonetized, and you know what they got demonetized for? They got demonetized for the swastika. So, like, literally the Nazi swastika in a World War II game. So I was doing a playthrough of a World War II game, and they got demonetized because of a swastika in a World War II game. It's one of the stupidest things. thoughts on the Stop Killing Games movement? Isn't that the movement to, like, keep games, the online of games supported? Thank you, the Lockdown fan channel.